Hello everybody, today I'm playing Build a Boat for Treasure, and I'm going to be showing you the Easter update, which is the eggs, but I'm mostly just going to be showing you the boss fight, and how to get the coolest, in my opinion, thing that Chill Thrills added to the game, which is the cookie wheels. So, when you beat the boss fight, you get these wheels, which are just huge wheels. I should probably build this up one more. There we go. They're like that. And you get two of the front wheels here, and then you also get the back wheels, which are like chocolate cookie wheels, I guess. But yeah, and the reason I like them a lot is because they have a good design. They're really well made, but also because they're huge wheels compared to the normal. Like if I go get a normal wheel, this is how big it normally is compared to that, which is a pretty big difference. And they're free. Well, when you beat the boss fight, they're free. But you can't buy them. You have to beat the boss fight to get them, as you can see in the shop. You can buy something that's similar, which is the monster truck wheels, but they cost money. And I think it's good that they have it because a lot of people don't want to buy that. Like, I don't want to buy that because it's expensive. But so you can get them from beating the boss fight, which is not too hard, which I'll be showing you. So the first step you need to do is you have to go and collect all these eggs. They're kind of all just like mini games. Like I'll show you this one. This is called the ice spike one, I guess. What you have to do is just avoid these. You don't die if you get hit by them, but you don't get the egg. So you need to just run around and not get hit. A lot of people think, oh, I'll just fly up in the air and then I won't get hit. But it'll follow you in the air, so you'll still get hit. And then there becomes more and more spikes as it goes on. And if you don't get hit by any of the spikes, you get the egg. I obviously didn't get it because I've already gotten it, but there are some that you can re-get stuff from. Like, for example, the fire egg, which if you throw in the water gives you TNT, but it does each time. And I think the others just give you money, but... So, the first thing you want to do is to get to the boss fight. First, you're going to want to collect all those eggs, which I'm not going to go through now, because that takes a bit of time, so... And so you're going to want to build like a mini flying thing. I'm going to go like that and that. That's perfect. I'll make it a bit thinner like that so I can make it bigger. Like that. There. So then you're going to want to... You can use these, which are like thrusters, but it's a lot easier to control with one of these and a seat. So Chill Thrill made it so that whenever you collect the eggs, you get all the things to be able to get up to the island where the boss fight is. I just think it's faster and more controlled with the rocket, which you can get in the shop, but I got it from a code. But I think that code's ended, so I'm not going to say what it is right now. But so then you're going to want to place a seat. It has to be one of these types of seats for it to fly. And then when you do this, make sure you have anchor blocks off, because or else you're not going to be able to fly with it until you start up the thing, which is kind of annoying. But so, when you fly up into the air, there should be, yeah, right there. All the other islands are closed off and don't have anything in them, but this one does. So you're going to want to land here. And as you can see, there's this chamber, and then a bunch of pedestals with, like, the silhouettes of eggs, I guess. So you're going to want to go through after you've collected all the eggs and just touch each pedestal, and it'll place the egg on them, and as you'll see the lights light up, and they light up on the back there too, so I'll try to touch this egg and show. You can see the lights start to light up there. Yeah, like that one did. And once you've placed all the eggs, then you can get to the boss fight. So the boss fight is down here. So when this opens up from once you've placed all the eggs, you should get a elevator that comes out of the ground. Yeah, like that. And then you'll have to wait 60 seconds in the elevator. I get why they did this. It's because if you have friends that want to come with you, I'm doing this alone because that's actually, honestly, in my opinion, it's a bit easier. I don't know, I just think it's a bit easier. But what you need to do now is you just wait in here for the full 60 seconds, and it'll teleport you into a new game. But yeah, so I'm just gonna use this time to explain some things. I'm probably gonna do some more videos today, or not today, but maybe today, I don't know. But through this week, and this weekend because I'm currently on break, and because there's also a what's it called? I don't remember what it's called, but like a lockdown because of all the things that I'm not allowed to say on YouTube outside happening. The virus, I'll just say. So I'll be able to do some more videos. I'll probably do some Steam games like Unturned, which is a zombie survival game, which I played a little bit at, but I'm very bad at. So, and then there's also TF2, Team Fortress 2, which I'll play because it's a first-person shooter, but I just like it. So you have to wait for, yeah, so it should teleport you now. And it'll be the Inner Cloud by Chill Studio, so it's by the same people. So now you have to wait for the elevator countdown to go all the way down, which is all the buttons. And the door will open and there will be, the boss fight will be there. So you don't have to worry about, like the second the doors open, oh, you have to be ready to fight. No, you don't. It starts when you start it, which I'll show you how to start. So, what you're going to want to do is, once the doors open, like this, you'll come into where all the eggs come out of. So, the eggs have been falling from the sky because of this big, like, egg farm, I guess. So, you'll notice that there's one rocket egg, and the rocket eggs fly. So, you're going to want to pick up the rocket egg and throw it. And then there is the boss egg. Okay, so the first part is lasers, which isn't too hard. It's kind of easy. It's a bit harder for mobile because of the controls, in my opinion. But I'm gonna see if I can do this no hit, which is probably not gonna happen because there's a part that's really hard for me to avoid. So after a little bit of this, yeah, 2 lasers. So you have to get. You don't have to do a cross section. I just recommend going to the cross section and jumping over it. But yeah. So this is... Okay, you have to get in these now. And keep going in the new ones, because those will come up right before, and then you'll keep getting hurt. So you have to keep getting inside these holes so that you don't get hit by the laser. So I think this one you can't really avoid much, but if you can't really avoid it when it comes to, okay, so this is the part where you have to get here. This kind of looks like an L, so you get to the end of the L, and then these little parts of the brick will start falling off, and there will also be lasers. So now it's just basically a bit harder, it's just basically a harder resemblance of the first part of the boss fight, I should say. So you just try to avoid all these things, keep going around, and then it should bring in a second one, I think. So you'll start having to avoid 2 right about here, I think. Yeah. So you're just gonna keep avoiding these. I kind of like the music here. It's pretty good music, but yeah. So you just keep avoiding these for a little bit, and then when you're done with this, it should have 2 blocks left, and it'll be like, oh, I gotta avoid all these things at once. So. Ah, dang it. Okay, so this is the part where I think the middle part, oh, yep, should open up again. This is my technique for this part. It should be, I think, where there's the shock waves. Yeah, get on top. Oh, shoot. You should try to get on top of those because it'll bang down. Yeah, that. So stand on top of this because the shock waves for some reason can't hit you if you're on here. But so you have to keep getting on top of these things. So this should be, yeah. So the safest spot, I think, is here, because you have to avoid shockwaves while there's missiles coming. So I recommend standing on top of here, because then the shockwaves don't hit you. The only downside to this technique is that sometimes the rockets will spawn on top of here and kill you. Or not kill you, but hurt you, so that's the downside. I've only had that happen once. I've beaten this boss twice before, but even when you complete it, you can keep fighting it. You won't get more cookie wheels, but you'll get money from it, which is pretty helpful, I think. But I'd recommend if you're trying to grind for money, this would not be the best way to grind for money. The best way would probably be to just get to the end. But this is still fun. I've liked this boss fight a lot. I think last year they had one too. This one's much better in my opinion. So this is the next part where there's gonna be snipers shooting at you. So what you gotta do is you have to get behind these blocks so that the guns will shoot the blocks. So the second they stop, you should come out, because then it's gonna go to this side. You should always go to the opposite side, like that. I think this was a really good idea that they had for this part, the sniper, because the way that you defeat the egg, which I'm not going to show now, but I think it's pretty cool the way they have it, which does involve the sniper rifles. So this is like the second to last part, or actually no, this is the third to last. There's this part, which is not so good, but it's kind of, this part's hard. The next part. But it's kind of, I wouldn't say hard, it's kind of hard to get the first time because it's kind of confusing. But once you know what you're supposed to do for it, it's kind of easy. So you start here. It'll shoot. Like that. So you're going to want to just move around so that each one, because, oh, okay, I almost fell down there. I don't think you can actually fall down there. I think it's like an invisible border. So that's good, but. So now, the next part should be, you need to get behind here. Yeah, and so now the egg comes out. And the way you have to defeat the egg is stand like this, so that each time the gun accidentally shoots the egg. The back one should always shoot first, I think. You have to try to hit it every time. So you should always try to aim for the thing, because yeah, you'll see that shoots and then the egg will shoot. So you should be able to defeat the egg pretty fast. So the second it shoots, run behind the wall so it doesn't hit you. I think I only need to hit him one more time. So I'm gonna take a risk. Oh, okay, well, 2 more times I guess. There we go. So you'll see that when you beat it, I got gold because I've already done it before. So now you'll see that you have beat it, and this is normally where you'd get the cookie egg. Or not the cookie egg, jeez, no, the cookie wheels. But thanks to you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you, bye!